I'm still sorting out some stuff with the upcoming Billathon that's going to be at the start of February. It's going to be a Rim Connect stream for a week, but I haven't got like the finer details of it and stuff yet. So just keep an eye out for that. I've got like this fortnight to kind of sort that out. But I am still trying to prioritize getting sleep first for obvious reasons. But yeah, this is my colony of Asora. We all finally moved in last week. We have 301 colonists and 945 animals, which is a staggeringly higher number of animals than I thought we had. I don't know if those are 100% orange horses or if they're cream, but they're not quite the same-ish color as the other ones. So I'll just get rid of some of them. I don't know if that one's... What are you classified as? Does it tell me what color coat you're rolling in? Because I thought that these kind of like tell you what they are and stuff. But anyway, gonna have like a super massive cull, obviously, because everybody's here now. I also need to find out what's wrong with Crazy. Just got an infection, that should be fine. So yeah, we should be doing a massive culling. I'm gonna also fine tune this afterwards as well to like deal with the smaller animals and stuff, but I've done everything I could to prepare my kitchens for space. I've got 3 different rooms for corpses. I've got some benches for meat. I've got all the tables up. I've got all of the butchering benches up. I've been constantly asking people to come in here and just do their best to clean. I don't have enough bedrooms yet, so we're working on that. And there's going to be a lot of people that are really unhappy at the moment because I don't have sufficient like rooms for them, and they've been in transit, and some of them have been sitting in transit for a lot longer than others. So I'm waiting for an exotic goods trader to arrive. Are you taking him to us? I guess we do have a hospital, but it is kind of busy at the moment. I also need to make another one of these too, so there's that. But yeah, hopefully if they could spend a little bit of time in the rec room, they could get themselves a nice meal. We're working on putting some gold in this room, or silver or something. I think it's silver based on that tile there. That looks like we've got silver behind it. And yeah, we're working on sprucing up the place a little bit. We're working on moving out the other rooms, bringing all the materials into here so we've got space. I'm not taking anything off the animals at this time. My colonists can slowly take it off the animals because some of them got food and some of them don't. And I don't want to just force everybody to mass drop everything. So there's that. The other thing too is I also need to put way more animal beds around the place, and I need to like build a few things. Like I just broke the wall here to put in more air conditioners, but all the fucking livestock are in here now, so I gotta wait till they fuck off to go to sleep so that they can get away from there so that we can build the wall, but that won't happen till nighttime. The other thing too is I also probably need to make sure that certain animals aren't getting into certain like bedding and shit, and that all of our rocks and crap like getting the fuck out of people's rooms. And lights. I think there's an odd coloured light in here, down here. I was going to say, I'm like, we changed all the colours of the lights, and now I've just got to fix up a couple. So I don't know how many I already had partially built that I didn't like uninstall. I don't know. There's going to be a few, and we'll figure it out as they get built. Don't... Oh. Can I click on all the lights, maybe? I don't think I got the light in there at all. I hate the wall lights. I have to say, I really fucking hate the wall lights because I can never fucking click on them. They're like the shelves. I can never get those motherfuckers. But yeah, everybody's going to be pissy for a while, so tantrums and stuff ensured. Just know that. But oh yeah, I follow too many people. Try to do that, but spending 10 seconds, that's some dedication. I fully understand that after a certain point, if you follow too many people, or if you have too many people following you, and you try to like give them like a watch back or something like that, it's not physically possible at a certain point. Also, I probably should hunt some animals as well, but I don't want to junk up all of my inventory with animals and stuff. But I would like to move meat over onto this side if I could, but I'll get to it soon. What else? It's like on Twitch, really chat. It's background while coloring, painting though, not while writing, since it's distracting. Oh yeah, there's some things you kind of can't do when actually listening to Twitch. I find I can listen to people when I do editing. It's usually one of the best times for me to kind of like passively listen, but I can't talk while I'm doing it. If I start talking, I'm not working on editing. So like it seems like I'm not there and I'm not actually like lurking, but I am. I just can't talk while I'm doing it. I'm like giggling in the background and shit. I just can't actually actively type it and stuff. It seems like a hollow lurk, but I'm legit there. Stains 4th, mate. You're consuming... Oh, I thought he was consuming ambiotic fluid. I'm like, you're doing what? And no, he was just cleaning. If he's gonna do cleaning, I'll get him down here and I'll get him cleaning this place. Because if they're gonna keep bringing stuff in here, and they're gonna keep falling and all the things, I really want this place to actually be clean, if I can. Because it's gonna take like a good couple of people to kind of get this place good. I sort of need like a step just outside here that's maybe like hay or something. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Hold on. I don't know if I have hay grass, and this is a fire hazard. But if I was to just put this just outside here, it should absorb some of the dirtiness of the floor, of the actual dirt floor, before they go into the room. That one's not a door. We'll see how it works. It's kind of like with the fence. It's been working really well for keeping my people from bringing in like specific animals that I don't want brought in here. So who knows, maybe it will be beneficial too. It's worth a try. I'm trying to make this place a little bit more efficient, honestly. I know I don't need to do like 3 tiles of it, but if they walk down across like a couple of them, they might kick off some of the dirt before they get in here, you know? Same with like the bedrooms. I should really put like a line up in front of everything else, but I also made that a grow room. I should really make that another fucking hospital. Dorsey, where are you going, mate? Now he's fine. They can go rest. So my PC is screaming at the sheer idea of that much going on at once. Well, the worst part about this is I know that with this quantity of animals, my animals are producing about 100 babies a day plus, right? So every single day that ticks by, if I don't cull a shit ton of them, they just keep getting more, you know? So that's an actual problem. I've got animal starvation with the cats. I think my cats are eating something up in there, either an egg or something that got cold. I don't know. It's not actually... Oh, it's consuming a stallion. Yeah, right. It's eating a horse. It's fine. This is literally a time when my cat is so hungry it can eat a horse. Fantastic. But if we've got everybody going off to bed... Tofu, mate, can I borrow you? Can you work on this and I'll just find... Who else is supposed to be awake at night? I don't want to grab Silverware because she's got relationship issues. Lumi shouldn't be awake at this hour. I don't know what she's doing, but that's okay. Corpsey is probably going to bed. I want to find a second person that's awake at night that can do like high level building. Because if I can find like one more person, we can get that second cooler up the top built. I'm sure I have extra people in here doing stuff, but fuck it. I might just grab, thinking about just grabbing Lumi. If she's going to be up for the night, I might just get her to keep working on that too, because she should have building. Yeah, she's got 12. Between the two of them and all the people, like we got Chimpanzee right here, he can polish off these if we've got the parts into it. At the bottom it's food bowl. Was that meant to eat a horse instead? What? It's at the bottom of the food bowl. Yeah, well that happens with cats. I don't exactly have bowls here for them. I kind of wish I could put down some like animal food trough type things. That would be fun. It'd be annoying to keep up with storage of it, but you know. What do we got stored in this? Got raw resources. Is this the egg stack? Plant matter. Ah, no, this is the drug stack for the animals to eat. No, that's fine. I also want to cut across this part too, but not right yet. Okay, well, if I can grab somebody else to go and do some building, they definitely don't seem to have lights installed in here. We'll get that done. My IRL cat carries on like she hasn't seen food in a week. But biscuits even get half, let alone seeing the bottom. Yeah, it's always so strange that like cats do that. It's, you know, it's their whole life. They live with you. They know that like you provide food every day and stuff. It's not like you've ever forgotten. And then bam, it starts looking slightly empty and it's like, oh god, my comfort has diminished very slightly. You know, it's almost like a ambient mood buff to cats. But one of my cats doesn't give a shit. Phoenix is not food driven. Like he's happy enough to like nibble on stuff occasionally. But Asora, she if she could, she would want to be fed earlier. But she's a bit of a chonk, so she doesn't really need the excess food kind of thing. Not saying like we don't still like have a full food bowl for her. It's just that like she doesn't need it as much as she thinks she needs it. Muffalo, mate. Can I get you to... I was gonna get just one person to just deconstruct these because I don't need it to be done well. I just need it to be done. Same with this. And we'll get those walls put up. That way we have a bit of light in here. So all their beds are sorted, and then we'll also get the animal beds built too. And I probably have more lights down here to put up as well. Food bin, silverware, that's fine. I have the animal beds coming through here. We're still building this back bit. We've still got like all sorts of little animals working their way in here because it's not yet sealed. This is fine. They're getting there. I should have sufficient wood. We've got like 69,000 wood. We should be fine for that. I do want to start building beds down here. I just got to see if we have fancy special beds or if we've got all like hospital beds. I have 2 going to install and 2 going to be constructed, and I have a bunch of double beds that are in basically mint condition. Cool. I also see a shit ton of urns, which if they could deconstruct that, that'd be great too. We're doing really good with like the storage so far. I do still need to kick off some of these neurotrainers though. It's a bit of a process of going around and finding out what the fuck is sitting on what in here and moving it. Yeah, neurotrainers can get out of here. That should be most of this place. Same with the no neurotrainers in here. It shouldn't theoretically go onto the floor, I hope. And I think I have a place for them to be. Maybe. Or no, I still have it set to the floor. Hold on. At first I just wanted them to put stuff inside storage. Now I need them to move it somewhere where I can find it, because I can't find anything at the moment. So I also kind of don't want them to put it into here as well, but I can't remember if I said that they could have it in here, because I've got like all the hospital beds and medicine in here as well. Medical treatment needed. Farrell, McJolly, Turk. Yeah, those, at least 2 of them aren't going to get medical treatment. So I didn't want Farrell to do a rescue, but Turk, I don't know. If a couple of people die and they don't have medical assistance, that's up to them. Have some of my drink, hold on. I was kind of bummed my colony died. I finally gained traction and was going places. Yeah, unfortunately with like the start of a colony, it's been a long time since I've had that sensation. But I do recall it from like when I had my colony of Nido, which is my last one. where like it took forever to finally like get off the ground, and then they just hated each other, so we're always like fighting and shit, and then it just like burned to the ground and shit. But when you get like a game to a point where it's kind of starting to be successful and it's starting to be like fun because of that, it does suck when it like very suddenly ends, you know? So I do get that. But I guess it means starting again, new buildings, stuff like that. Like here, I'm starting to like build everything again. It's a little bit hard when I get here for the first time because I gotta remember what the fuck am I supposed to allocate like zones and like culling amounts and like zones. I said zones, but I mean like grow zones and stuff. Different thing. Campbell, I don't think you did, mate. Hang on a second, where are you? Does anybody have a psychic shock lance? Not in that group, we don't. Tell you what, I don't think we need a psychic shock lance. Somebody to go smack Campbell upside the head and remind him what like great joy this colony is to be in. So I really need to capture a human as a pain. Xenomorphs are really difficult to get started. They're capable of research and making their specific hive structures. There's no capability of cooking. Oh yeah. So I can't build anything from actual RimWorld buildings menu. That does suck. I was gonna say, that's when you kind of like need like an early game raid kind of thing to like give you some people. Alright, how you feeling about that, Campbell? He's feeling like this colony is fantastic and he's going to stay. He's going to go to hospital. Anyway, that's one less person having a tantrum. Yeah, I didn't think I had space here for my stuff, so that's fine. I should probably also start building this fence at some point. I sort of want to soon. We're also in fall, so we'll see how we go with that. But I've basically got to get like a heap of stuff built. Also, did they get this done? No. Where is Chimpanzee? I'm nearby, but I see McPherson, Shadow. I see Dodsworth. Dodsworth should be able to build. Armia should be able to build. Yeah, you can do basic building. Can you go and work on that? I know Tade's working on it. And Enyo should be able to build too, actually. Theoretically. She kind of can, but I'd rather somebody a bit higher, like maybe Weeks. She's a 5 too, actually. Hold on. Armia. Yeah, you're the one that can do building. Get your cheeks up here. Missing components. Alright, well, I have a different job for you then. You need a skill of 8. It's fine. Somebody will build one soon enough. So lucky it had... What's that? Ice cream slime. I don't stay for... What? Machino stay for a few days. I was able to build a shrine, but as far as... God, it was about 100 days. Oh yeah? I always take main character with me. If one survives and flee the map. I did it twice in one run. Once both... What was that? No, it's alright. The only person who lived was the same colonist who started, 13-year-old, who fled the planet with her husband and son. It's one of my favourite playthroughs. That is insane. So welcome in, K2. Yeah, so this colony has been one that's got like 21 colonists from like all different other previous like colonies and stuff, which I've been quite enjoying. I've been enjoying the fact that like for some reason they don't hate each other here, and we've actually been able to like move across the map and do stuff, which has been nice. Rain, what are you doing? Cheering up patient. My only concern with you guys being here is if anybody's feeding you. Because, or you've also got a decent scar. That's fine. We'll see how that goes. I also do need to allocate some weapons and shit. But it is nice that this lot aren't like constantly trying to kill each other. It's quite nice. So, since I need to have... Hold on. First things first, let's get some like hay grass going in here. Yeah? Because this is an area where my animals are probably going to nest inside. I haven't quite done it up yet, but this was a natural occurring spot, which I could continue to seal for the most part. So we'll just put that shit there so it absorbs some of the dirt so it stops being as horrendous. Now, I do need a few people that can do this stuff, and I just gotta find out who's been working on what. We got Red. After you work on that, can you work on that one? I know Nitro was bags dirt. Chimpanzee's right here. I don't know if you got these skills. You don't have crafting. Mule's working on one. I got a few people in here working on some stuff. And we got Al, Sue, and Campbell. Alright, well Campbell's currently in hospital. Let's go find Al and Sue. There's Al. Al's working their way down. Okay, so never mind Al. I saw Sue was up here earlier. Where did you go, mate? Now that this is a hub, there's like hundreds of people in here at all fucking times. It's like, holy crap. Red has kidnapped my alien queen. One of the aliens that are human. Did have 2 aliens left, but without the queen, they eventually died due to metabolic slowdown. Jesus. I was gonna say, like, who the fuck steals a queen from, like, the xenomorph, like, aliens? Like, somebody's got, like, a fucking mission. I'm thinking, like, you know, like, the predator race is coming in and stealing it and, like, repopulating Earth or some shit like that. Like, sorry, I'm going on, like, side quest thought process here. Got a bone to pick with you. What is it, Adoran? I doubt that you actually do, because you're always like really nice and lovely to talk to, so I doubt I've done anything, but go for it. I did miss a stream last Thursday, so maybe that was it. I was tired though. I keep waking up at like the wrong times, and today I actually woke up at the right times. I've had a coffee, but like I'm also still really exhausted, so I don't know what that's about. But the impips were up to something. I bet they fucking were. So I'm going to need my summer back, like, soon. You're sitting there over warm and pretty and chilly. Was it chilly in the winter time? Like, it's calculating -17 of it. Nah, fuck that. You can keep that. Like, it's not that warm. It has been, like, a couple of warm days, honestly, but, like, we've been, like, pretty good this year because we've had the 2 air conditioners that are working. We've been able to maintain the inside of the house temperature pretty good. So we haven't really experienced summer all that much. But we did go out on the weekend, and the restaurant we went to for that birthday dinner, they didn't have air conditioning running, and it was horrid inside. It was, like, it was working up to raining. It did end up raining during the night, but, like, until then, it was still horrible. And then after it rained, it was just humid as fuck. I have not found Sue. I don't know where the fuck he is in here, but I'll leave him be for the moment. But look, summer will be over here soon enough, and you guys will have it back. And then you guys can listen to me bitch about how cold it is all the time. So there is that. Also, why is Silverware walking around here? She's not a prisoner, is she? Silverware, you're not in here as a prisoner, are you? Are you just... Okay, she's in here pigging out. It's just the coloration is making her look like a prisoner. Because I was going to say, I'm like, I don't recall taking her prisoner. But everybody else is like on a 6, so it's not ideal. I also do think I've finished all the turrets as well. I'm nearly finished with that. I'll just find maybe Lumi. Claims that she's going to go... Oh no, that's the guinea pig is there. Give me... That's the other Lumi. Let me find actual Lumi or somebody, and I'll get that thing fixed up. Young might be able to build it. I think he can do building. Skill too low. Alright. Birthday dinner. It was a friend's birthday dinner. Like, I don't usually, like, get to go out to restaurants and shit unless it's, like, either mine, my partner's, or a friend's birthday dinner. So, yeah, it was kind of funny. It's one of the off ones in the year where it's not his or mine. And, yeah, it's not the greatest, but it's fine. I still need 3 for that. Where are you guys taking these components when they're done? Hang on. I don't see them getting stored in here, which means that they're going and getting used immediately. So that means I've got shit that's probably broken. I could take apart some of these. I did send them here, but I also want to use them too. The pig's man stole my meatball larder and died. The whole thing itself, that whole sentence is a thing itself. Honestly, Jackal. Keep the heat low. This is the first week I've gone below freezing since last February here. Well, I generally like warmer weather because everything doesn't ache as bad. I kind of prefer that. I prefer not being in constant agony. But at the same time, like, yeah, I don't know. When it comes around to winter, I can never get warm. So, like, it doesn't matter. Like, I also hate wearing layers of clothing, but I will wear them to try to be warm and shit. But, like, it literally doesn't matter. I just can't warm up. I don't know if I want 2 of them there. I'll put 1 for the moment. It kind of just barely fits. It's not like that's a good grow area. I want to tuck a few of these things around the place, you know? Agony is a sacrifice. Probably to make for my one. Terrible. Terrible, Aduran. It's not like I personally stole you, Summer. It's just it happens to be summer here at the moment. Like, even then, it won't even be summer for that long. Falcons in a daze. Like, it's, what, end of January-ish? So, like, partway through February, it'll start getting cooler and stuff. It'll start being more uncomfortable. Because last year, we got a cold snap in March that felt like full tilt winter. Like a good couple of months before it. And then when we had winter, we got a cold snap in the monks' winter as well. It was horrible. It was so fucking horrible because it was like we weren't prepared for the cold. Then it was cold. And then it was actually winter. And then it was really fucking cold. And I couldn't get the house warm. That was when I had like the week off. I ended up basically just staying in bed because it was the only place I could kind of heat a small room, plus also rug up and stay under the covers for additional warmth to kind of be comfortable. So, hey Fi, can I see you waking up? Give you some pats. I didn't get to see what that was, but Purple is jealous of bedroom. I guess that's fine. What else? Converted an ibex into a withering ball of flesh. What? It eats everything organic around it. The ground becomes gritty dust, gives you bones too. You can peel it for meat. That is something. That's a whole nother section of RimWorld that I have not dabbled. I do hope that my colonists are also bringing these animals that they're culling in as well. Because I'm seeing the numbers going down. And I've just got to make sure they're bringing them inside so that they're not leaving them out to rot. Can you haul that? Get you to haul this, because there's no point culling these fuckers if you guys are just going to let them rot. I might need to just have a quick look around for a minute, just to make sure we're not missing any culled animals, because there will definitely be some. Now you're going off to cook a survival meal, mate, but can you haul that? Yeah, take that one with you too. Stretches paws, wagging happily, yawning. Let me have a drink. I feel like my voice is like struggling. Oh. On the opposite here, heat exhausts me something awful. There's a reason I was one of the few people that actually look forward to working in the cooler freezers. Oh no, I'm still seriously affected by heat. Yeah, I will hydrate. Hold on. I have anemia and stuff. So when it gets really hot, like if I'm not in air conditioning, I will just faint. So I don't want it to be hot. Like the year that we had no air conditioning at all, that was dangerous. I was monitored medically and shit for that. And just to make sure that I was not, like I was, drinking enough water and eating enough to kind of sustain myself, not really moving. I wasn't allowed to exercise for months. All sort of stuff like that. Like, I gotta be really careful when it gets hot. Like, we have air conditioners to try to keep it a safer temperature, but in saying that, it still gets hot. Like, the past couple of months, we haven't really had the full effect of summer because we've been mostly just staying inside and staying at a relatively comfortable kind of temperature, which has kind of allowed me to, as I said, become healthier. Brother, mate, fuck you. I didn't save for ages. Doesn't matter. I can get on all the corpses that were getting culled. I can't do anything if they like full tilt, like give up and shit. I can beat them up if they want to leave, but the game won't let me acclimate them and stuff. It's one of the glitches I've got. There's nothing I could do. I can't get them back. Same with like when they go wild. But this gives me a chance to see if I have any animals down here that have been culled. I will get my people to haul them while I'm down here. I can find the ones that have been culled, because they're not all going to be super obvious, like Gray's carrying something. Nope, don't consume the yak. No. Stop what you're doing, mate. Fuck off. I'll find somebody else that can carry the yak. Why can't somebody... Can never do hauling. That's fine. I'll find somebody else. Holy shit. What the fuck? I'll find like Armadillo or somebody. Yeah, you go haul the yak, mate. I'm gonna save that now. Jesus. So Waxstar happily smiling receives Paz, stays aside, snuggling. Still lays down, snuggling through wolf flushes. No, I'll give you all some ruffles, Viking. So to be quite honest, I had no idea that ladder was a thing until I tried it. And it took a few goes to work it out. It grows quite large, then the more it eats, then you can get a lot of meats from it. I don't know, when I think of like a larder, all I can think of is like, you know, like a fat stockpile kind of thing. Like something where you sort of store meats or something. That's what I'm thinking, which is why I'm not really surprised that you get like a shit ton of like meat from it at the end. I want you guys to allow whatever the fuck is underneath this. Must designate forbidden items. Mate, I'm trying. Whatever that is, allow